Got what you need.
With him, it's all fun and games.
What more could you ask for?
Afternoons with Zwelly on 947. Wake up with a bang.
Hey, wake up!
Anele and the club.
On 947.
I have a standing theory on the show. And I've said it a few times before, and you guys, if you remember or not, that if you want to get in anywhere, you need to have either a ladder.
Yeah.
Like, let's say there's an event and you're like, oh man, guest list is tight, security is tight. Trust me, a ladder.
If you're walking with a ladder towards a door.
No one stops the person carrying a ladder. That person's got business, okay?
Yeah.
No one just carries a ladder around. I'm going somewhere to do something important.
Yeah.
A ladder, a clipboard.
Yeah.
Maybe like a hard hat if you really, really want to, complete the look.
If you got a hard hat with those reflective jackets and a clipboard, no one's stopping.
In you go. But last week at the Oscars, we were a big group, okay? Because our short film is nominated. There's directors, there's producers, there's the actors, there's executive producers. And one of the executive producers came with his own photographer. Okay, this executive producer, his name is Lebo M. He'll be in tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, he's coming to visit us.
He's coming to chat to us, and maybe we can ask him the story. It's like, how did you guys decide that this is how you're going to do it? Anyway, his photographer's name is Black.
Right.
Very good.
He's very good.
He is very
all the very
good.
fancy pictures you've seen of us at the Oscars, it's him.
It's him.
Right.
So when I got onto the red carpet and I see Black, I was just like, no, man. How did he get on here? And I'll tell you why I was asking that. It's because tickets there were a scarcity.
Very tight.
Very tight. Literally, like some of us almost didn't make it there because you have to give the cast first and all of that type of thing. So now I'm on the carpet, I'm looking, I'm like, but I know this fellow.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, right?
Because you're turning around, you're doing the math. You're going, there's the two cast members, there's Avu, and there's the producer, and there's the director, and then there's Lebo, and then there's the photographer. Huh?
So fine, like, because now you're doing interviews and people are taking photos, but then we walk all the way at the carpet and then you pass everyone and then you walk up the stairs and then into the theater.
Oh, okay.
Now we're standing by the theater because like there's fresh air there, we're just cooling down after the hectic red carpet. Then I say, okay, cool, let's all go inside. And then he says, no, this is as far as I go. So I turn, I'm like, actually, how did you get this far?
While I have you, Black.
While you're here. And then he's just like, I just walked on. And it's like, but there are 4 security checks, guys. 4 security checks before you get to where we were standing. 4. And this man passed all of them because what? He had a camera?
And here's the thing. At first I thought maybe he had media accreditation. But then I realized all the photographers that are red carpet based and all the big broadcasting people are there taking videos and whatever. They all have like these lanyards and accreditation.
Accreditation is what they have.
And can we just say, I want to just run everyone past how this works. There's these lanes with cars that walk up to where the entrance is to the red carpet for the Oscars. There are multiple security checks by Secret Service. They check the cars, they check everyone's tickets.
There's bomb checks,
etc.
everything.
Then you get to where the red carpet is, where the stars get out. You've seen it on the TV. They look, and then there's all fancy. There's in front of the Dolby Theatre.
Yeah.
Then there's the first check. So people are like, just show us your tickets, and then they let you walk to the next part. Then at the next part, there's a tannie who says, let me scan your tickets. They scan them. And then you walk to the next part where they check them one more time. And then they sort of tell you go left or you go right, depending on whether you're a guest or nominated.
There are checks here, guys.
And this man from sunny Johannesburg bypassed all of them.
South African.
You know
South
what?
Africans make a
I
plan.
hear you, but I need these photos. So look, well done to him. But which then means I must revise my theory. You can get in anywhere in the world if you've got a ladder, a clipboard, a hard hat, and evidently
A camera.
a camera.
Well, I think the camera, I can see why that would have happened. Because, guys, you've got thousands of press, right? Hundreds at the Oscars. At some point, you lose count.
Oh, my word.
No, you would assume that the security is so
My
super
dear.
tight with that many high-profile people walking a red carpet.
I hate to tell you guys this. There's nothing as such as super tight security. Any security can be breached.
011-8838-947. On that note, when have you ever breached security?
Right.
When have you made your way inside a place where people would say you're lying.
Or you just by accident found yourself trespassing somewhere.
Now you're just like, wait.
You
hang on.
Where am I? How did I get here?
I'm in the president's house. What's going on?
Yes.
You at the rugby, you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, okay, I'm in this nice little suite. Hello. Hi, Siya
And
Kolisi.
he's like, how did I get to be with the Eben? Hey, yeah, Cheslin, hey. When has it ever happened to you? I think the one person outside of our Oscars photographer here, the one person who could call in and be like, guys, you won't believe. Nelson Mandela's memorial. I'm on stage doing the translations.
Oh, yes.
His name was Tavi.
We went to go watch Kaizer Chiefs at the stadium in Durban, and as fans we had bought lanyards, my friend and I. Yeah, we just attached our licenses backwards to the lanyards. We're able to get to where the locker rooms and stuff were and meet some of the players.
2011 World Cup in India, my colleague and I had to get into the Proteas and Indian team hotel to collect complimentary tickets that had been arranged for us. It ended up in us dining with the Proteas.
Woo, y'all. If people can trespass marriages, come on now.
Danger, Khafar Ngozi. Yeah, we will be there with your skeletons. Chloe, good morning.
Hello, how are you guys?
We are good. How are you, Close?
Good, thank you.
Okay, where did you miraculously find yourself without accreditation or a ticket?
So a friend of mine decided we wanted to have an impromptu photo shoot in a random golf course, and the fence was broken. So we went on in and we were taking photos, having a great time, and then someone came on a golf cart and said, we're not supposed to be in there. And we were like, oh, shoot. We're going to get in trouble. What do we do? And while he was driving us to the owners of the golf course and the clubhouse, I said to my friend, just like, play along. And basically I explained to the owners, like, oh no, I'm in a private school and I have to do this photo shoot for a big project and it's going to be sent overseas. And the fence is open. So I saw it's so beautiful here. Let me come and take some photos. Thinking, oh gosh, we're still going to get in trouble and I am not going to be able to explain this to my dad. And he ended up telling the guy that caught us, oh no, it's fine, take them on a big tour. And we went on a massive long tour taking photos of the place, and he dropped us off exactly where we broke in.
So then how did you get out of Stain City after that?
Sorry?
How did you get out of Stain City when you guys were done?
We just walked to the car and leave.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have an actual camera or was it just your phones?
It was an actual camera. We
see.
had this
Once
thing that you
again,
see, like,
guys.
we take random photos.
Yeah.
And
Guys.
so we were just having fun.
I'm telling you now, you guys are going to go to ticketpros.co today. Me, I'm going to Canon.
To buy a camera.
To buy a camera, and that is my year-long supply of tickets. Wesley, good morning.
Good morning, Anele in the club.
How are you, Wes?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Okay, so you ended up in prison.
Wow.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I was working a not a private event, a big event at Kyalami Racetrack, part of security and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was busy patrolling the parking lot. I see, there's a dirt road here behind the parking lot. Let me make sure no one's up to no good back there. Follow this dirt road, keep driving. Suddenly I'm in the middle of Leopold prison grounds, surrounded by all the prisoners.
Surrounded by the prisoners. They're out there working the gardens, and you just drive up to them. You're like, hey.
So, do you like, hi guys, I'm a day visitor? How does the conversation go?
But also, why aren't they following that yellow brick road to freedom?
The other way around.
I mean, like,
Okay, El Chapo.
Wesley, we have questions. What do you say
Yes.
to the prisoners? What's up, gangsters?
Osh.
I got caught off guard. I suddenly see there's people around me who are meant to be in jail busy, as you say, gardening, because Leocorp has different levels. And I'm very confused of where I am now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And
I did a quick U-turn and turned around.
Are they wearing like those orange overalls?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
No, you were in prison.
It's where all of you should be technically for all this trespassing.
So then you do a U-turn and you get, okay, sorry guys, as you were, like, no words are exchanged between you and the prison gang.
No, we looked at each other. I did my U-turn. I went back to the Kyalami racetrack and never spoke of it again.
Do you know what my problem with the people in the studio is? We would have got out of the car.
And be like, so,
hey, bro, what are you here for?
How did you guys get in here?
I remember in 2006, there was a freshers ball at TUT, and me and my friend didn't go to TUT. We found ourselves in the backstage because we told the security guard that we were catering companies.
When I was an au pair in the States, my friends, literally, we had a sleepover. So they woke up with their pajamas. They went to a hotel to just get free breakfast. I was like, no, I'm not going there. I chickened out.
So I got a general entry ticket to the rugby at Loftus Stadium last year when the Springboks played. I think it was Australia or New Zealand. And I ended up in one of the boxes with Victor Matfield. I kept on calling him Eben. Oh, my sweet Lord. Got away with it. Absolutely amazing.
That's so awkward.
She's so unserious, this lady. The fact that she doesn't remember if it was New Zealand or Australia that we were playing. She's like, yeah, it was one of those teams. But there I was with Eben. I mean, Victor. I'm in Donovan, good morning.
Morning, how are you, Eben?
I mean, my word, okay. Eben is like, I'm taller than him.
Morning, how's it going, Anele? Good?
We're good, Don. How are you doing?
Nice, yeah, I can't complain.
Love it.
I have a story, you'll never believe it.
Okay.
So, 2013, I went over to LA to cover an event, to cover the BET Awards as a photographer.
Yeah?
Yeah, you guessed it, photographer, yeah.
Okay.
So, I arrive on a Wednesday night, and I'm staying in a hotel right opposite the Staples Center where what's going to happen, and I decide to take a walk. I want to go and have a look at the Staples Center just to get a feel of the lay of the land.
Wait, Donovan.
Donovan, your line was good and all of a sudden it's terrible. What's going on?
Hang on.
I think you switched to the
I'm
car.
coming back. Yeah, switch. You got it.
Okay. So you're staying in the hotel across the Staples Center and you decide to go for a walk.
Yes, I want to go for a recce. I want to go check out the Staples Center. So I walk across the road, living right across the Staples Center, and I walk through a turnstile here, and I pass a bollard here, and I hear music in the Staples Center. So I think someone's rehearsing.
Yeah.
I want to go have a look and get an idea of what's happening. And I walk down the side of the Staples, and I enter a door into the side of the Staples Center. And about 20 meters on the right-hand side is the stage of the Staples Center, and Snoop Dogg and Dre are busy performing to a packed Staples Center. I never passed one security guard. I never showed anyone a ticket. I walked straight into a performance. I'm standing in the standing area watching Dre and Snoop Dogg on stage.
Do you have your camera with you?
I didn't have a camera. I had nothing with me.
No, man. Okay, so two things are concerning here. The BET Awards were going to be the very next day.
Yes, it started on the Thursday, correct, yeah. So this Thursday there's like a build-up, and then the Friday it's the whole weekend thing. So this was like a pre-BET concert that was taking place.
Okay. I was just confused that the day before such a big award, shouldn't they be like building stage and set and all of that?
That's amazing.
Meanwhile, there you are. And I mean, you're obviously a Snoop and Dr. Dre fan, so you just stayed in.
I was jamming. I was in there. I knew every word to every song.
Dude,
I mean, it was just going,
California love.
I thought it was in a dream. I was literally waiting for someone to come and arrest me, and I just joined the crowd. I enjoyed the show, and I left with the crowd. I went back to my hotel.
That's it, Donovan. You win today. Thanks for the call. Adele, we wrap it up with you. It's a tough one to follow. How do you follow somebody getting into a Dre and Snoop Dogg concert by mistake? Adele, go for it.
I think we go to the World Cup in '95, uninvited, where we win.
Goosebumps.
How?
Okay.
So, we were 18 years old, and my boyfriend's mom had to do catering for some fancy la-di-da club. And she needed help. And then as she planned it, she said, well, you never know. So we had, that at that time, the combis. So we were 5 grade 12s, and they covered us up with the catering equipment. So they counted heads when we went in on the Friday. And then we unloaded and everything. And then she left us in the service room with sleeping bags and a massive bag. Do you remember those polystyrene containers of Kentucky?
Yes, I remember them very well.
For the night. But when they went out, we couldn't go out again until the next morning.
because they had security checks. So we had to survive in that service room for that night. So at first, it's all fun and games, you know. We're having snacks quietly, but it's exciting. And then you start to think that now you have to settle down. Now you have to fit behind the counter. So if they come and inspect, that they don't find you. Now, I'm the only one who's already 18, but I'm actually a goody two-shoe. So now we're hiding behind the counter, making space for 5 of us. And they come in with their flashlights and see whether there's anybody, but they don't go behind the counter. No. And the next morning, they only open the doors at 10.
Oh my
So we have to survive. And this is the part where I'm very sorry for KFC, but the bucket came in handy because we had to survive.
Obviously, I was just asking, but you're trapped in a room.
It's like, where do you go wee?
Yeah, where do you wee?
Sorry,
no.
but it's too long. But that next morning, when they opened that door, and it's that energy, and we're sitting on those stairs, and all these grates are happening in front of us, and it's so. I mean, Joel, everybody, you remember the craziness of that excitement and the pride and the nail-biting moments, and then when we win, and you can't believe it. There's nothing that brings our country together like that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Unreal. I'll never forget it.
This is a movie.
I was about to say, I've seen a movie like this. Only it was a guy who robbed a bank and then he stayed in the bank for a week afterwards and then walked out the front door.
I promise it was worth it. I haven't had KFC since, but it was worth it. And you see, Francois and Mandela and everybody, and then when you go out of the stadium and the people in the streets and everybody's talking, and it's just, there's just connection. It's so beautiful.
Baby, you're a criminal. You can't put it. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't bring fluffy rainbows and butterflies. You and your four
my
friends.
First live game. That was great.
No, this is
criminal.
Say goodbye now. Back to making your morning.
Anele and the club.
I love this show on 947.